What up? Man, I had a serious double chin in that thumbnail, eh? Oh, let's get this sound right. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to cover my phone so it doesn't go directly in the sun. All the work that goes into these lives. I didn't bring my stand, my proper stand. Oh, I took it out when I went to karaoke and I forgot to put it back. Hi, Colleen. All right. Let me undo my belt buckle. Just had lunch. All right. Might do some practice. You guys can hit me up with questions whenever you're ready. I'll just do some practice in between. Hey, but so this is just Q&A. You can talk about whatever you want, ask about whatever you want, about me, about singing, and I usually just practice in between questions, do a bit of vocal, and yeah, just to hang out with my viewers so you get to see what I'm like raw. Yes, it's a very nice day here, Micah. Hey, Leanne, hope you enjoy your breakfast. Thanks, Geneva. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today. Got a little bit of a headache, like kind of behind my eye, but it's not too bad. Behind my eye and in my ear. Just a little bit. Actually, I was feeling okay. Just after lunch, I felt it. I just had like some lunch at my desk. But anyway, might do a little bit of vocals while I wait for some questions from you guys. Thank you, Mimi. I don't know if I have them in this phone. That's the problem. I can't do live from my old phone. I have to do it from my new phone. And my new phone has all of my practice stuff stored in it. My old phone has practice stuff, but doesn't have everything. But yeah. Let's see. There's like this really cool ascending runs that I wanted to work on. Really cool. I don't know if it's in this phone though. Sample Daryl Ong runs. Hey Sarah. So honey now, that one is really fast bit. Let's work on that a little bit. Now, 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 ah, 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 so honey now. Yeah, better. So honey now. It's really fast. Now. Oh, 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 oh. So honey now. So honey now. Not bad. It'll be shaky. So honey now. 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 So honey now. Ah, ah, ow, 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 ow. No, no, no. So honey now. So honey now. So honey, now, now, take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. 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 Take your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Stars. Those are the most common places where to go flat, like where I go flat. It's when it's a big jump. And because it's so quick, it's hard to get the big jump accurate. So that's what I'm focusing on. I don't know if you know what I'm doing. I'm not explaining what I'm doing. I'm focusing on the bit that has the biggest interval jump. And because it's the fastest bit also. So speed is the hardest thing to achieve. So once you memorize notes, the next thing is speed. Achieving speed is quite difficult and can take a lot of training. And there's a lot of modifications I do along the way. So this is one of those modifications. Just work on getting that note really nice. No, wait. Star, 1,000 stars. Stars. Yeah, that's better. Stars. 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 Yeah. This is what I do with my students, by the way, just so you know. I do a lot of different training techniques for my students. Sorry, let me read your comments now. Got really into it there. Hi, guapo. Hey, Leilani. Greetings from Uruguay. I really enjoy your videos. Thanks very much, Becca. Very beautiful weather. It is really nice here. It's really nice. Lovely, sunny. No clouds. No clouds. Not a cloud in the sky, making up a song about the weather. Yeah. What's up, man? Oh, that's cool, Fernando. Pritz. You remind me of my friend. You laugh the same as he's not watching you. Thank you, Pritz. Hey, Mark. That's good, Mimi. Nice one. Thanks, man. Leilani, thanks. What's the secret to a good run? The secret is come and do 100 lessons with me. That's the secret. Can't tell you the secret in 30 seconds, unfortunately. Because it's ever progressing. It takes a long time, and along that long time, there's different things that you learn, different stages, different secrets that you learn as you go, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So what a run is there's two steps really. Memorizing the notes, and then the second step is building the speed. Those two steps is simply what it is, what runs are. But doing that, there's a lot of little things in between along the way to get to that level. To get to be able to memorize and to get to be able to build your speed, there's a lot that goes into that. Thanks, Mimi. Me co-practice. Practice, yeah. Yeah, practice is right. And strategy, you need a good strategy. Because sometimes people can practice, but they don't have a strategy. For example, people that go to karaoke regularly, they sing regularly, they're practicing regularly, but you might not get better at particular skills. And the reason is strategy. Strategy is everything. You can't just practice anything. Like, you can't go, and expect to be able to do that run that I just was doing. So honey now, because it's very different. Yeah, so there's a strategy for each thing that you want, for every skill. So learning the strategy is the hardest part in life. What's the strategies, to do things? Thank you, Mark. Leilani, thanks. Can you sing Avant? 4 minutes. I don't know that. Sorry, Sydney. Hey, Bikona. Thanks, man. Question, like Daryl and JR usually do, how do you go about making an R&B version of a song that's usually not R&B? That's a great question. Um, it's not something that I really practiced. I guess I R&Bify songs that I already like. Like if you saw my recent karaoke, some of the songs aren't R&B. For example, the Bryan Adams song "Please Forgive Me" and "Heaven," they're not R&B. But when I sing them, I add R&B elements to it, which is more runs, a particular kind of vibrato, and they tend to make things sound more R&B. Sometimes a certain way of pronunciation. And the last thing, which Daryl and JR probably do when they R&Bify songs, is Daryl does it, you might change the chords so that they have more sevenths, it's called. It's a bit of theory there. But instead of playing a major, you might play a major seventh, which is a major has 3 notes in the chord and a major seventh has 4 notes in the chord. Instead of playing a minor, which has 3 notes, you might play a minor seventh, which has 4 notes. That extra note adds a different feeling, which is commonly used in R&B. Okay, so sometimes I might add the major ninth as well, which has a 5th note in it, and those add a different, make the song feel different, make it feel more like the R&B genre. So that's how I would take maybe a pop song and make it sound more R&B with the chords and also with the vocal stylings that I just mentioned. Great question, man. Hey, Laser. Thank you for watching all my reaction videos. Did you? Damn, that's a lot. I think I've got like 197, I think was the last number I noticed on my playlist. It's a lot, right? Thanks for the answer, Coach. Appreciate you welcoming me. Shout out from Philippines. Yo, Kelly. Hey, Leilani, you are one of my favorite Coach reactions, so thank you. What's the best way to learn the guitar? The best way to learn guitar? Do one-on-one lessons with a teacher. So you could do one-on-one lessons with me. That's the best way. Another good way, I have a good course. You can get my course. It teaches you like the right hand and left hand, all that stuff. Courses are good for guitar because it's not like the voice. It's hard to make big mistakes because you can see everything that's happening. When you learn voice, it's hard to do it alone because you can't see what's happening with your voice. Whereas when you play guitar, you can see what the teacher is doing in the video. So you can probably pick that up in a course pretty well. So my courses have been very effective with the people that I've tested on in person, as well as the people that I know that have gone and done it on their own and they've showed me the result, particularly for teaching right-hand rhythms. So there's always some little gaps that are hard to fill in courses where people make mistakes. That's why teaching is really important. The way to learn, there's a few basic skills. There's the left hand, which teaches you all the chords and the melodies on the fretboard. And then there's the right hand, which teaches you all the rhythm and the finger picking and strumming and stuff like that. So you divide them, you work on one at a time, and then you work on putting them together. That's how you learn guitar. You do it in the context of songs or exercises. I like to use a mix of both. I prefer mostly songs because you can make songs into exercises, but you can also do it with exercises if you want as well, because it does build the hand skills. Laser, can you sing one last cry, please? Sing a little bit. My shattered dreams and broken heart are mending on the shelf. I saw you holding hands, standing close to someone else. Now I sit all alone, wishing all my feeling was gone. Gotta get over you. Nothing for me to do but have one last cry, for I leave it all behind. Gotta put you out of my mind this time. Been living lie. I know I gotta be strong, 'cause around me life goes on and on and on and on. I'm gonna dry my eyes right after I get my one last cry. There you go. I did it much lower, in the much lower key, but just keep it comfortable. Well, Prophet, do you think you could help someone who has a really deep voice? Yeah, of course. I got some guys that I've taught with really deep voices. It's no different. All the strategies are the same. The only difference is you have to lower the keys of the songs that you learn and the exercises that you do to a level that's comfortable for the singer you're teaching. So I have singers with all kinds of voices. No one's range is exactly the same. There's no exercise that just fits everyone. I always modify, whether people have a higher voice than me, a similar voice to me, a voice a little bit lower than mine, a voice a lot lower than mine, a female voice. I modify for everyone. And also, another thing is that, what was I going to say? Also, everyone's level is at a different place. So some people have maybe a voice similar to mine, but because they've never trained, they can't go as high or as low as me, even though I think that with training they definitely will. But right now they're not there because they're trained. My voice wasn't always where it is. My voice got to where it is through training, like how low and high I go. So you're always adjusting based on someone's current level and based on someone's natural born, like where their vocal range is more comfortable. Oh no, they're doing a sausage sizzle. Stinks. Oh, I'm vegan, so I've been vegan for 6 years. So when you turn vegan, a common experience is it's really hard to smell animal product cooking. You lose the. Okay, it's going away. Must have just blown my way for a second. You lose that. It's like something changes in your taste buds and in your olfactory, which is your nose, your olfactory senses, and it just changes the way things smell to you, and becomes when it like you become super sensitive to it. All Prophet says, all little knowledge of theory. Yeah. I teach everything. So I teach songs and theory, like scales and enough, just so that you understand how everything works. You know what I mean? From a vocal perspective, from a song perspective, how they all work together. I don't teach like the stuff about the internal stuff. I don't go into, I know SIN teachers, they talk about like the CT muscles and the vocal folds, and they talk about all that. I don't talk about that science, vocal science, in that way. I never, because I find that unnecessary, because I learned to sing without ever actually knowing any of that. So if you are looking to learn about the science about vocals, I don't know anything about it and don't teach it. Why? Because I see teachers talking about it and I just feel like it's unnecessary knowledge. It's great if you want to learn about vocal science, but it's not necessary when it comes to learning how to sing right on pitch, right in time, and learning to sing like an actual singer does in a song. Because think about it, people were learning to sing great before vocal science ever came along, right? So it's like optional to me, something that I don't teach. But I do definitely go through like the other sorts of things, like understanding how theory works and how chords are made up, what harmony is, what when you're singing like that it's in a key, what keys are, what scales are, how they fit in songs, all that kind of stuff. I definitely teach that too. You don't need to know any of it. I teach everything. That's why I have my 100 lesson plan, so you can come and gradually learn everything you need to know. And in a year or two, You're all set. Hey Malu, I love all your reactions. Thank you very much. Yep. No reaction suggestions here, please. Send them to my normal comments so I can see them in my comments, because I won't look back at these comments, if you know what I mean. Kelly, they say I can do R&B, but it lacks vibrato. Please give tips, sir. Thanks in advance. Cool. I got a free vibrato course in my playlist. You can check that out. But you know, vibrato is very difficult. I would recommend you do 10 lessons with me and learn vibrato in that 10 lessons. 10 or 20 lessons, and you'll gradually learn vibrato over a couple of months. Okay? That's my best tip. If I was to tell you what vibrato is, I have a free video teaching vibrato, but simply put, this is vibrato. Slow motion. It's learning to create that sound and then build the speed on that sound. Okay? I teach people how to do that in lessons. Thanks, Laser. It is very hard. Don't belittle vibrato. Vibrato is very, very difficult. It's very difficult. It's like learning to do a really hard run. It takes a lot of work. Oh my God, you make my heart beat so fast. Thanks, Mimi. Well, Prophet, could you sing any Jodeci songs? I don't know Jodeci very well. They kind of came out before I was into R&B, and I didn't really enjoy like their sound that much, like the "Oh my life." One of the guys has like a kind of a sound. I wasn't really into it, and I didn't like the songs enough to like listen to them over and over, if you know what I mean. I was more into Drew Hill at that time, Backstreet Boys, and Sync, Boyz II Men, As Yet. I wasn't that much into Jodeci, that style, unfortunately. But yeah, all I know is that all my life I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally found you. And all my life I pray for someone like you, and I hope that you feel the same way too. Yes, I pray that you still love me. That's it. I don't really know it that well. It's a shot in the dark, lol. I doubt that you know any of them. Yeah, I don't really know them that well. But that's the one I do know. Just that little bit of it. Thank you, Mimi. Oh, Leanne, hi coach. Can you please sing Everything I Do for You by Brian Adams? Thank you for the request. Check out my karaoke playlist. I do that in my karaoke playlist. But I'll give you a little bit. Look into my eyes and you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart and search your soul, and when you find me there, you will search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. You know it's true, everything I do. Oh, I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's no way unless you're there all the time, all the way. Yeah. Look into your heart, baby. Oh. Yeah, check out my karaoke version where I go all out, and I do it in the proper key, and I do it high and everything. Nice to meet you. Where are you? I'm in Sydney, Australia. Teresa. So, can you sing Crave by Mark Dorsey? I don't know that, sorry. I've never heard of that song. Fibrilla. Sorry, I said your name wrong. Hello, sir. I'm new to your channel and these Q&A sessions. Do you need to know how to read music in order to get singing lessons? No. You don't need to have any musical knowledge at all. You don't even need to know any songs. All you need to do is come to lessons and I'll do the rest. That's it. All you got to do is pay. Give me that money. Nah, serious, yeah. All you got to do is buy lessons. That's it. Okay? I take care of everything. It is good if you have something that you already like to sing. That helps. If you have songs that you already like, so then I can sort of be like, okay, this is what you're into. Let's work on this. You know. But other than that, you don't need any prior knowledge. I don't even read music. I know how to, but I don't do it like proficiently. Like I'm not fast at it. I don't use it when I teach songs. I'll teach you everything you need. The most you need to do is be able to have like a piano app, and you can have the notes on the piano app, and I'll tell you to play a note. That's the most theory that you'll need. It's really easy, eh? And you got to be kind of good. Like you got to be able to know how to use a phone. Use the phone app. That's it. I'll teach you that. Wow, so good. Thanks, Laser. All right. All profit. Fair enough. Cisco of Drew Hill was basically a KC Jodeci lead singer. Yeah, I don't know why, but I really liked him. But yeah, you're right. There's a similarity, isn't there? I'm not sure what it is then. Maybe it's the songs that I was more into. Replica. That could dance. Do you know Incomplete? Oh, do I know Incomplete? Bro, that's blasphemy. Come on. It's one of my favorite songs ever. Actually, you know, I should do that at karaoke. Yeah, I might go to karaoke tonight. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna do that one at karaoke. Bright lights and fancy restaurants. Everything in this world that a man could want. Got a bank account bigger than the law should allow. Still I'm lonely now. Spend a year, winter, summer, spring and fall. 'Cause being without you just ain't living at all. If I could travel back in time, I'd relive the days you were mine. Even though it seems I have everything, I don't wanna be a lonely fool. All of the women, all the expensive cars, all of the money don't amount to you. I can make believe I have everything, but I can't pretend that I don't see that without you, girl, my life is incomplete. Hey, without you, girl. Your perfume, your sexy lingerie. Oh, I love that song, right? Woo! Woo! I'm getting buzzes. I give myself goosebumps. Memories. No, I got like memories of the song, not memories of something that I'm thinking about. Yeah. I think Trump is a Jesus. Okay, Isaac. What are you talking about, bro? Trolling. Guy Sebastian. Yeah, what about it? Give me a request. Laser. Coach, after reacting several Filipino singers sang OPM songs, what is your favorite so far? Do you mean Filipino songs? Or covers? Or what is my favorite song? Or who is my favorite singer? Yo, GMTC, what up? What it do? What it do? Most legit coach on YouTube. Damn, bro. I love you, man. Jim is the most legit student on YouTube. Oh, no, shit. Most legit student. / supporter. / idea giver. You guys can thank Jim TC because he's the one that got me into doing reactions. At first I was like, I don't know if that's my direction of my channel. And then he's like, okay, then don't worry about it. And then he's like, but I think, you know, people would like to hear what you got to say, man. And so Jim pushed me to do it. So you guys can thank Jim if you found me through reactions. Other than that, Jim's done like 90 lessons. He's a beast. And his voice is killing it now. He's very self-proficient now. Can you sing As Long As You Love Me, Backstreet Boys? How does it start? Every little thing that you have said and done feels like it's deep within me. Oh, don't know whether and where I'm on the run. It seems like we're meant to be. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me, who you are, where you're from. As long as you love me, baby. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Oh, it's a bridge. I try to hide it so that no one knows, but I guess it shows when I look into your eyes. What you did and where you're coming from, I don't care. As long as you love me, baby. Ooh, yeah. There you go, Jim. Oh, as long as you love me. Ooh. Boom. Thanks for your answer. Greetings from Costa Rica. You're welcome, February. Sorry, I can't see your name. Are you familiar with Life Jennings? I think, yeah. Yeah, it's familiar. I think, what's his name? Damn, his name is, I think Johan sent me Life. When I was chatting with Johan, he sent me Life Jennings, I think. Life was like an ex-criminal, right? Something like that. Thank you for reacting, Filipino singers. You're welcome, Melu. Thanks for sending him through. I love him. Bikuna Coach, you have to check out German R&B singer Rudger. Okay. I believe I can fly. Okay, you got me interested. But remember, Bikuna, send them to my normal comments. Because I won't look back at these comments. Before I leave, Prof, I love you. Thank you, Mimi. Thanks so much. Big Kahuna. Also, can you R&B-fy a Filipino song? You Are My Song, or How Did You Know? Okay, cool. Send it to me in my comments, bro. So I can remember to do it. I'll have a listen to them. I don't know those songs. My fave, Angels Brought Me Here. Malu. Okay, you guys get me sing a lot today. Okay, let's hit it. It's been a long and winding journey, but I'm finally here tonight, picking up the pieces and walking back into the light. My dreams came true when I found you. I found you, my miracle. If you could see what I see, that you're the answer to my prayer. And if you could feel the tenderness I feel, you would know, it would be clear that angels were on me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't want to belt out too loud, but damn, that run was nice. Hope you enjoyed. Damn, my falsetto is getting so much better. I could never sing my falsetto like that. Really happy with my progress. Big kahuna. Actually like 98 Degrees a bit better. Invisible Man, Coach, if you know it. Invisible Man. I'm not sure of that song, but I do love 98 Degrees. I was obsessed with them for a while. Excuse me. Backstreet Boys, yeah. Cynthia. Harishad, yours is the only reaction I like to watch. Thank you so much. Can you please react to Sharon Regis? Cool, send them to me on my normal comments, yeah? So I can see it, because I won't remember it from here. War Prophet, he was an NSYNC guy. So much from Selfish in high school. Oh, you were an NSYNC guy. Oh, cool. I don't know what you mean by the selfish comment, sorry. But yeah, I loved NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. I love Justin Timberlake, and the other guy, the second guy, I can't remember his name. JR or something? JD? I can't remember his name, but I love the second guy, the second lead guy as well. Oh, it's called Selfish, the song from NSYNC. Okay, I don't know that song. Huh. He smokes 1,000 Newports a day. Malu, thank you, sir. You made my day, really. You're welcome. Thank you for the requests. It was fun. John, Coach, do you think the runs is the only element to consider or to know that the song is in R&B? No. The kind of vibrato. So sometimes singers in R&B, they do a particular kind of vibrato, like, oh, like the oh, like a more bouncy vibrato that they do. They tend to do vibrato pretty often. They might say words a certain way sometimes, like R's, the letter R. Girl, I know, girl. Like they might say words a certain way. And then runs is probably the largest revealing one. Runs is the biggest factor that makes a song sound pop versus making a song sound R&B. Is the runs. It's the biggest factor. R&B songs have runs every couple of lines, and they tend to have very long runs. So runs with over 5 notes. 5 notes plus, 5 notes to 25 notes. Whereas pop songs don't tend to have runs longer than 5 to 10 notes, or anywhere between 3 to 10 usually. But not always. There's always an artist that's like a crossover, like Ariana, for example, who's kind of like an R&B popish kind of a sound. So her songs are pop sounding, but she has an R&B flavor when she sings because she does those crazy runs and vibrato. Nice riffs. Thanks, Darius. Can someone explain why the hell Tristan thinks it's okay to offer $500 for a 60-minute lesson? I think you mean charge $500. Derek, is he charging $500 now? I did notice that because I was going to do a video where I sort of like show all the teachers' prices just out of curiosity, like, and just to compare. And because I was feeling a bit like this industry is weird, right? How like teachers can charge, like if you buy my 100 lessons, it'll end up costing you about $33 American an hour or something like that. If you buy the 100, if you buy less, it costs more. Because I give the benefit if you buy a lot. Do you know what I mean? And you know, like you compare the teachers' prices, it's pretty full on, right? Like every teacher charges so different, and you know, I didn't end up making a video about it. I forgot actually. I planned it out and I didn't do it. Man, like the service you're gonna get is so different from every teacher anyway, because every teacher has different skills when it comes to teaching singing, of course. But does that mean they're gonna be wildly different, as in better or worse? Well, they could be. They could be wildly better or worse as teachers. But what does that mean when it comes to... Hold on a second, just looking this up. It's really complicated. Like, the price doesn't reflect the quality. So let me just see here. Where's the lessons prices here? Did you change it around or? I can't see his lesson prices. But the last time I checked, it was $400 an hour. And then I checked Ken Tamplin because the last I knew was Tristan, before Tristan got more popular, Tristan was saying that Ken was charging $375 or something an hour. And then now Tristan's charging $400 an hour. And Ken's charging $425 an hour. So I think they're in competition now. Phil Mufarage charges like one 100 an hour or something, 120 an hour, something like that, US. And so I gotta admit, I have a bit of a problem when people charge really high. I personally like to charge what I would like to pay. So I could be wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's a fame thing. Maybe when you're more famous, you have to charge more. I don't know. But personally, I feel like it's kind of stealing. It feels like too much. I don't know. 400, 425, 120 an hour, like 100 Australian an hour. I would put like limit, which would be that would be like 60 or 70 American an hour. All right, maybe something like that. If you like have a really specialty, if you're very long time experienced, maybe okay, I could maybe go along with it, but not really, because I know that singing is a long term thing, and to charge when it's your life, when that's all you do, you'll find that they'll probably charge more. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't charge more. Like you got to give respect. Like Rebecca, vocal athlete, she doesn't charge. She's hardly charging any more than she was, and it's not even that much. It's like 40 an hour or something. I think Carl Whedon, who I talked a lot about, and we had a lot of fights, but we're good now. Or we're kind of always good, but we had a little back and forth between us. Got to respect, man. He doesn't charge that much. He charges like a normal rate. I had a lesson with him, and it was mostly good. Everyone's going to have their different things that they focus on. That's normal in lessons. No teacher's going to be exactly the same. I can't remember the lexicon, vocal lexicon, also from London. They charge like a decent rate. I just, when people charge so much, it just kills me. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I charge low because I personally really enjoy the long-term thing that I get with students. That's what I want. And I'm going to be changing around my schedule, my prices and stuff a bit of a inside information for you guys, so that it's more like, so my course is more organized. Not my courses, like online courses, my lessons are kind of more organized in a way that it's like a curriculum. So you pay for like a year curriculum, and you go through a curriculum with me where I teach you vibrato, runs, how to stay in key, how to like all the theory stuff, how to falsetto blend. I teach you everything, and I'll give you a bunch of songs to choose from, or you can choose your own songs, etc. It's going to be more like a course, be more organized. Pretty excited about that. I'm going to get that to you guys. I'm going to get it set up soon for those of you that are interested in lessons. But even for that, like there'll be a certain amount I'll charge, and it'll be nowhere near it wouldn't be nowhere near more than what I'm charging already. Okay, which is very low. And I think it's fair. It's like the cost of a nice dinner. That's fair, right? If I give you 1 hour of my time and you buy me a really nice dinner at a nice restaurant and a drink and a dessert, that sounds fair, right? If I'm like changing the way you sing every lesson, it sounds fair. But to give you $400 or even $120 for that 1 hour, I don't think it's a right trade-off for the skills that you're giving the person. But I do get why they do that, because they might see themselves like a specialist. They might see themselves like kind of like if you go to a neurologist or an ear, nose, throat doctor or like a heart surgeon, they might see themselves like, those people, when you go to a cardiologist for a specialist appointment, they charge you $250, and you might get back, that's Australian, so it'd probably be like $180 American, and then you might get back $40 American from the government, Medicare, whatever, like a rebate. So you end up paying around about that much, and maybe they think that they're like a specialist and they're charging like that, or they think they're a celebrity and they're charging like that. Well, in some cases they are. Tristan's like a true celebrity now. He's high level now, 500,000 subscribers or more now. And so is Contemplin. Doesn't mean they should charge more. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I think that they might do it because they only want to attract clients that have a lot of money. Because maybe they don't, I have a feeling that they don't like teaching that much. And they might just do it because that's why they charge so much to do it. You know what I mean? Like I charge so much because maybe I don't like to teach that much. Oh, I don't like spending an hour with these beginners. I don't know. That's just the vibe I would probably get. You know, I can't imagine saying to someone, meeting someone like one of my students that I meet, and saying to you, I'm going to take $500 off you. Like, I would rather, like, what's her name, Natalie Weiss. I looked her up, and she has like an application process. She doesn't even have the prices. I would rather do something like that, where you take the kind of student you want. Instead of charging someone like a ridiculous price, you just take the kind of student that you would prefer to teach. If that's the issue, that you don't want to teach everyone, you just prefer to teach maybe people at a certain level, or maybe people that want to do certain types of songs, that kind of stuff, that kind of thing. People with maybe that are looking for long term, not just people that want to come for 1 or 2 lessons. Maybe you have your preference, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with having that preference, but I can't see it. Maybe you guys can type it for me. What's the reason why someone might charge like above $100 American for Australian for a lesson, above $80? I can't understand it. You guys tell me. You guys are not professional singers. What do you think? You tell me. What do you think? I just told you what I think. Bit of a rant there. Off topic, what's your plans for the JR concert? Nerd excited. Yeah, man, I'm excited for JR, but I'm not 100% about it because my girlfriend's really pregnant. She's going to be due around then, and she's getting really heavy, uncomfortable. So, well, that's not the problem, because I'll probably go with my brother. But it's the only thing is that I get super bad migraines. So if I get a migraine on the night, it might be difficult to go because the venue is kind of far from me as well. But if I'm well on the night, I will definitely go, and I'll get tickets on the day, because I don't want to buy tickets and not end up going if I get a bad migraine. You know what I mean? I've wasted a lot of money in the past like that. But definitely, man, I'm hoping to go. I'm really happy to go. Hoping to go. How do you stay vegan for so long? Hey, Solomon, how you going, man? Solomon's another one of my students. I only lost 2 years. The cakes and chocolate cream. Oh yeah, yeah, man, yeah. That was hard for me to get over, bro. The cakes and the chocolates. I ended up finding vegan versions. So there's some great vegan versions of chocolates and cakes that you can get now, and that was the last thing to go. The cakes and chocolates, and the reason it was the last thing to go was I kept it in my diet, and then I would keep eating. Like, I would eat chocolate, and then I would eat like other food, and then it got to the point where when I would eat the chocolate, I would feel like a bit sick from it, and I kind of want to spit it out. Dairy chocolate. So eventually, because I stopped drinking milk and eating yogurt and cheese, I think my body or my taste buds went off dairy, so that when I would eat dairy, I didn't enjoy it anymore, even though it was inside the form of chocolate or cake. So when I transitioned off dairy, the cakes and stuff was the last thing to go, and then I gradually stopped enjoying them because I was no longer eating dairy. Another way is for you to get a different kind of dessert, like vegan versions of desserts. And those desserts might take up that thing, that fill up that chocolate cake thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you can be vegan and then just have those. So you be like vegetarian. That's okay too. You don't have to be super strict about it, bro. It's life. If you really, really want them and you can't help it, I'm not going to tell you no. Big Kahuna. Another question they have. What do you consider to be a better singer, high belting or versatility? That's the thing. Every singer's got their different qualities. So I would. This is the thing. Questions like this aren't simple. So usually most great things in life have complex answers, right? So singing is a great thing, and the answer to who's better is a complex answer, because of what you just said. You're measuring runs, which is what you're probably calling versatility, which I don't like to call versatility because that could mean anything. Like, it's a very general term across topics, but runs means runs. There's nothing else that it means. We're talking about vocal runs, trills, whatever. And Unless you're talking about you got the runs, that could mean something else. So what's better? Neither. They're different. I know that can't belt very high, like Craig David, for example, but has incredibly beautiful runs. And I know singers that can belt very high, but don't have fantastic runs. Which is better? They both have a different impact. So I personally prefer singers that can do both. But if I was to choose, I would choose runs. That's my personal preference. It's not right or wrong. I mean, choose to listen to. I don't mean better singer, because you can't say that it's a better singer. You can only say that person is better at runs and that person is better at belting. That's all you can say. You can't measure them against each other and say which is because you're measuring two different things. You can't measure it as a singer as a whole. It's because it's not. Because singing is compartmentalized into different skills. So all you can do is measure belting against belting, runs versus runs. You can say, okay, Rashed's runs are sloppier than Wanye Morris's runs from Boys to Men. That's the only way you can fairly compare things, if that makes sense. Or Tank and Wanye's runs are fairly similar in their creativity. That's the only way you can compare, for me. Thank you, Mother. How much is 100 lessons? 1,000 American for 100 lessons. 1,000 American. So it ends up about $33 an hour or something like that. It's 33 hours total. Because the lessons are 20-minute segments. Yes, charge, Derek. And yes, he is charging that. Wow. So he's put it up even. I think it's unfair. I think it's gotten to the point where it's almost comical, because I just watched it go up from 100 to 300 to 400, 500. It's almost comical now. I don't know. It's like it's playing a joke. Just moving into the sun. It's like he's playing a joke. It's funny. Maybe he is. Maybe he's playing a joke. But you know, if people are doing lessons and they feel like they're getting their value from that, great for them. But Tristan, what's up, man? Damn, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. I'll just be curious to know why. Yeah? I'll be curious to know why. I talked to Tristan. He was cool. We had a long chat one time. But yeah, you know, I'm not in his position, so I can't understand his position exactly, why he's doing. So that's why I would be curious as to know why. People who really want to learn and value their voice. I've been working with a teacher who only charges $60 for 1 hour. Yeah, that's like a decent $60 for 1 hour. Hey Gray, how you doing? Oh my god, my long-term students are like commenting on this screen, like right next to each other. It's so cool. Gray and Jim. And Solomon just before. Jim, Tristan used to complain about other coaches. I know, right? He was complaining about Ken. Like, that's the only way I knew Ken's prices, because I saw Tristan complain about it. And now Tristan's doing the same. So it's like, what happened? I think they're having a competition, Ken and Tristan. So Tristan put his up to 400, so Ken put his up to 425. And now Tristan put his up to 500. I think it's a competition. I don't think it's about anything else. Great, favorite Usher song. Can you sing Confessions Part 2 a little bit? Ooh. So many days, so many hours, I'm still burning till you return. When the feeling ain't the same in your body, don't want to, but you know, gotta let it go, cause the party ain't jumping like it used to. Even though I let my crew let it burn, gotta let it burn. Deep down you know it's best for yourself, but you hate the thought of it leaving with someone else, but you know that it's over. You know that it's true. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side says she's got one on the way. These are my confessions, man, I'm thrown and I don't know what to do. Guess I gotta give part 2 of my confessions. If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Damn near cried when I got that phone call. I'm so thrown, I don't know what to do. Gotta give you part 2 of my confession. Now this gonna be the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do. Love that one, Gray. Love both of those. I gotta do those at karaoke. I heard Tristan sing and it doesn't compare to you. Thanks a lot, Big Kahuna. He's good. He's got a bit of work to do on some things, but he's good. He's got a lot of nice foundations. Just sometimes he has a bit of a shaky tone on his vibrato. So sometimes he's not clear whether he's doing straight tone or vibrato. That's probably the main thing he has to work on. I've heard him work on his runs and stuff, and that sounds great. I think he's starting to get his own style, his own voice. He's quite young, so he's starting to develop his own style into that Justin Bieber voice. So yeah, I do like his voice. Just some songs are harder than others, so they'll show different weaknesses. Just like I have my weaknesses and stuff with my falsetto and with particular belting or whatever stuff like that. So, but yeah, he's good. He's good, and he's a lot better than I was when I was his age. So you got to look at it that way. I'm a lot older. We're working on this stuff a lot more. So I do think he's going to be pretty damn good later. But that's nothing to do about teaching. I don't know how he teaches. All I know is from how he teaches from his videos. I've never done a lesson with him as a beginner. So, all profit. I'm not a fan of Ken. Lol. I mean, he hits the notes, but he has no soul. Well, Ken's not a soul singer. Ken's a rock singer. I think he does his thing when he's doing his rock. I think he's great. He sounds great, and he does have a nice speaking voice too. He's got that rich bassy sound. But he doesn't sound that good when he sings like that Bruno Mars cover or the Lay Me Down and stuff. That doesn't really suit him. It's hard to transition between genres. Just like I probably wouldn't transition to a rock genre. You know what I mean? So I don't know why he does those things. Maybe he does it for fun. Maybe he does it to get different kind of student base. But I think some people like it. One guy told me he likes when he sings those. But I only like Ken when he sings rock. And when he does rock, I think he sounds fantastic. Solomon, man, would have break some serious laws to be able to afford $500 for Tristan. What a funny dude. I love it. Shit, I gotta go back to work, guys. Let me rush through these. Derek, and I've made so much progress so quickly, but Tristan also talked about a program which honestly put limitations on someone else's development. That's really unfair to people who really want it. Yeah, well, people don't have to do it. So he can charge whatever he wants, but people don't have to do it. If you look at it that way, you know what I mean? He can charge whatever he likes. He might just want high-end clients. He might just be aiming for the people that notice him that are more famous, like famous YouTube stars, and then they'll pay him. That might be what's happening. We don't know. It's like, I wouldn't be heaps quick to judge because there could be a scenario that we're not understanding. And you think about it, if he's teaching famous people that are paid a lot, and he wants to get more money out of them because they make a lot, why not? It's kind of fair, right? They have a high pay rate, so they charge each other a lot. It's kind of balances out in that way, you know what I mean? So I think I personally think he's not wanting regular students like you guys, or like people that are, I personally think he's wanting stars, people that are famous, that want to learn to sing. Or, yeah, that's all I can think of, because who's got that kind of money? You know what I mean? They say to charge how much your time is worth, but what about quality? Yeah, I don't believe in how much. I believe how much your time is worth, but maybe it's how much your time is worth because you're famous. So if he's making a lot from YouTube, maybe, because his videos a lot of them would get the copyright demonetization. So he might not make a lot of money from every video. You know what I mean? But if he is making, he might be getting paid a lot. So then he feels like, I get paid more to do a reaction than I do to teach a lesson. So I'm going to charge people what I'm getting paid for my hour of time that I could be doing reactions / editing. Maybe he sees it like that. It's got nothing to do with the content of the lesson. Usually these things don't always have to do with that. Think about it. I personally think that the content of my lessons is worth a lot. I think I would be happy to charge $1,000 a lesson. I think my content is so good. All right, I'm not being cocky. I'm just being real. I think my content is amazing and will change you. But I'm like, I want people to come. I want people to afford it. I want regular people who work regular jobs to be able to do lessons for a good year at least, because I know that's how long it's going to take to really develop all the skills. I don't want you to be fussing around, wasting 10 years like I did, going super slow. Tristan is responding to demand. He can't meet the demand, so he raises the price to reduce the demand for his lessons. Notice his price. Yeah, it could be that too, but you got to be realistic. When you're in demand, who can pay that? So really what you're doing is you're looking for the people that have more money, or you'd be suckering people that don't have a lot of money, which would suck. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't go buy a $3,000 Rolex watch. I go buy $100 whatever watch or a $5 watch, or you know what I mean? Like, you pay what you've got, and occasionally some people don't have a lot of money, but then they do go spend a lot on a Gucci bag or something like that because they really, really, really want it. You know what I mean? Even though the bag's like not worth that money. But so anyway, it's complicated. Eric charges 100 per hour. That's not too bad. He has associate coaches. Yeah. I would just put people on a waiting list. I don't know. There's so many ways to do it. You know what I mean? I'll put people on a waiting list, or, you know, if you got demand, or I would screen people and teach the people that I really prefer to teach. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you've got a high demand of people wanting you, I might do that. So there's a lot of ways to tackle it. Tristan doesn't need to be a coach. He should give lessons on how to react and gain subs. Hey, that's it. Jim, you're a funny dude, Ray. You got mad ideas. Derek, I'm not speculating when it comes to Tristan. This is basically what he said. Okay. $500 for singing lessons from guy I personally don't think he's a good singer. No, man. Not me thinks. Jim. Can a person lose their singing voice from lip syncing too much? That's a crack up. This is funny as hell. I gotta get back to work, but damn it. Tristan must be giving lessons to Jay-Z or something. Jay-Z? Jay-Z needs some lessons, bro. But he's too rich. He probably doesn't think he does. I personally don't like Jay-Z's rapping style that much, but only one song I like, his Heartbreaker song, because that's a song where he sounds in tune, because even rapping can be out of tune. But yeah, but I know a lot of rappers that I know really like Jay-Z, maybe because it's for his lyrical stuff, I don't know, but Jay-Z's not really my style. But yeah, bit of a digression there. But yeah, man, you gotta be rich. Confessions was an amazing album. Yeah, man, loved it. I love your vibrato. Thank you, Pam. What's your favorite Usher song? I don't have favorite songs, but one that just popped to my mind was How Do I Say? Check that out. How do I say? How do I say hello? I just want to talk to you. How do I say you're beautiful and I can take my eyes off you? Yeah, I love that song. Look that up. That's a beautiful song. Ooh, I want to go listen to that now. Thank you, Gray. Love you, bro. Dimash is freaking amazing. Why do you think I made so many reactions on him? And you know, I don't just react to whatever, right? I only react to stuff that I like re-react. And there are some that I like that I haven't re-reacted to, just because there's so many to choose from. Can your voice become slim from not using? I don't know, because I've never stopped using my voice, but I'm guessing that it can. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed my live talk. Thank you so much for joining in. 1 hour, wow. Come get lessons if you guys want to learn to sing, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.